Good morning, team. It's Wednesday. I'm just now sending out the midweek letter for what's going on tonight. First things first, we do have a few leaders going to be out tonight. That's okay. We won't be doing small groups tonight. We're just going to do a large group game, worship, and then I'm going to teach. We're going to take a break from the Gospel Project for a while. We've been going through Isaiah, but I kind of feel like we're bogging down in the Old Testament, so I want to take just a fresh break and finish out the rest of midweek this spring talking about the issue of identity. I want the students to really focus on the fact that their identity needs to be found in Christ. That's what makes them special and unique. So we're going to talk about those things every week. I also wanted just to take a time and send you guys a video this morning responding to a few of the comments you guys are making with after each midweek recapping. A few of these things are very crucial and important. I want to address them. Number one, with programming, I love the idea of switching up the games and small group time every Wednesday or so. I agree with you, Brian, wholeheartely that we're trying to do way too much on Wednesday nights and we're kind of just rushing through things. So to make that better, on not some nights that we're going to do games, we won't do small groups, or we'll switch things up and do small groups and no game, or we might even leave out worship one Wednesday night. Or singing, and then add in a game, large group teaching, and then small group time, just to give you guys more time for everything that we do and make it better. The second thing I wanted to talk about are touch points. We all agree, and I'm seeing this every week, that what we do up in the warehouse is going phenomenal. The teaching time, the worship time, even breakout groups and those kind of things. And that's where really God is touching these students' lives and ours. So the question is, how can we prepare the students and even us for that time? So I want to think about that for a second. We actually begin to prepare the students well before they even reach our campus through excitement, through Facebook and social media, through word of mouth of what's going on. Also, when they show up, the minute they show up on our campus, what are we doing at that point to create that level of excitement and fun and readiness to have a good time when they get up into the warehouse? When they walk in, they move into the sign-in time. What are we doing then to create a level of excitement and fun? When they move into the gym and get food and sit down and start talking, how can we create those times as well to get them excited for what we're doing once they get into the warehouse? We want to start thinking about that. So the question is, how do we create that excitement in those students during that time? Whether it's through music and just having a good time with them and engaging with them during those times, we'll start implementing a few creative things there. And also the last thing is this. A few comments were made that some of our students that are coming and visiting, they're really not connecting. There's been talks of cliques and different things, and I kind of want to discuss that for a second. Although we cannot go against cliques, some groups are just natural. When you begin to make friends, you have friends that share things in common. A lot of you have students that have a lot of friends they look forward to meeting with every week, and that's not a bad thing. They have a lot of common interests. We want them to connect with each other. So the question is how we can connect other students and new students and outsiders into these groups to make new friends. Our goal on Wednesday night is that every student that walks through our door, they leave wanting to come back the next week, and also they're making new friends each week. It should be a safe place for that. So while we can't really can't do too much to create that, there are a few things that we can do. Number one is this. Us as leaders connecting with the students first. We want to be able to make the first point of contact with those students when they arrive on our campus by getting to know them personally, letting them know that an adult notices them and cares for them and wants them to have a good time while they're here. Number two, after that, is connecting them with other students. There are a lot of good students in our ministry right now that we can connect new students with that maybe feel uneasy about coming into a new situation, and we can connect those students with those other students that they can walk around with, they can sit with, that they can engage with, so that when they leave, they actually have a new friend. And we want to start doing that. And number three is this, which we're not doing a lot of now, but we're going to start working toward that, is follow-up with these students. After they come into our ministry, what are we doing after Wednesday night to follow up with them, to let them know that we notice them and that we want them to come back? by letter of encouragement, by phone call, those type things. And I think you guys are starting to notice this as well. So when we get back from spring break, we're going to start implementing a few systems to help us do that. And we'll start distributing some responsibilities out. So when new students come, when they leave, some of you guys will be responsible for contacting them, maybe even calling their parents and thanking them for being there, maybe getting some feedback on how they enjoyed it, or those type things. And I think once we start doing these things on a regular basis, we're going to start to see momentum. And I think we're going to make that jump from 70 to 80 students a week to 100, 120 students a week. We're having an average about 4 or 5 new students every Wednesday night. And but we're still running about the same exact numbers. Why is that? Maybe some of it's ball, maybe some of it's a few other things. But I really believe that some of it is because we're not connecting these students into our group. And so I think overall, God is blessing our ministry. We just want to be able to take that as good stewards and take it to the next level. I look forward to serving with you guys tonight and seeing what God's going to do. Have a good week.